Hello, how are you today? Today, I hope you're great. We are going to talk about how to make marketing videos for your business. And I'm not the kind of girl that can memorize everything. And I don't always have just a set of bullet points because I might have a lot I want to talk about. So I always make sure that I have my story board that we've discussed before on hand. Here it is. And I have it all filled out, which is how I plan my videos every time. And I might refer to it once in a while, so I hope you can put up with that. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about how you can make your actual videos and what the process is to make a video, a marketing video for your business. So how do we start? First of all, we do our planning. And I think this is one of the key elements to doing a good video. I have tried winging it. I have tried winging it while after a walk. I have tried bullet points, like I mentioned, and I find that a good plan that I have written out like this is best for me. So I recommend it. And from that, you can branch off and do different ways, right, for yourself so that it works how you want it to work. Because you can also use cards. This is great for planning as well. And this is how I plan my Facebook Lives. My Facebook Lives are a couple of minutes long, and I do some bullet points for that. And that it doesn't need to be 15 minutes long. So it's good to have it on there. But we'll talk about Facebook Lives another time. Okay, so going on the storyboard, as we've talked about before, and if you've downloaded it already, you'll be able to fill it out for yourself. But now I have made another graphic video, which I'm going to introduce here. Not bad. This is one of the things that we're doing, is trying new things, seeing if we like a video intro even. Some people just get into it and say, hi, I'm Jennifer Ressman. I'm with Voyou Marketing, and I help you with your social media marketing, create content, work on your engagement, and I can train you as well, do some consulting, and a lot of times some guidance can really help you and move your marketing along. So you can reach out to me for that. Okay. So we did the graphic intro. And now I'm going to ask you to subscribe, because if you're starting to enjoy these videos, and maybe you're even following along and doing them one by one and doing your own videos at the same time, which I really encourage, obviously, that's why we're here, again, you to subscribe. And I always encourage you to comment. Let me know what you're thinking, your struggles, the things you want to celebrate. Let's hear all about those video moments. Okay, so then the next section that I have in the storyboard is the content that we want to talk about today. And I wanted to show you some of the equipment that I use, and I wanted to mention what we talked about last time was being nervous, and how we're still doing the videos anyway, even though we're nervous. So that's fine. And we're all here to root you on. If there's any naysayers, well, they don't know what they're talking about. So do the videos anyway, okay? And so the kinds of tech, I have some video that I'm gonna pop in here so you can see some of my items for my tech use, and you'll notice that they're not real elaborate. I have two ring lights that I bought from Walmart. Oh, I'm sorry, one from Walmart, one from Amazon. They're not stellar, honestly. They sometimes fall over or come off of the side of my desk, and that I find irritating, but they work. They do the job just fine. I'm also next to a window, but I do have a set of windows behind me that I have to kind of blast enough light at me. So take that into account when you get going. It's also a nice overcast day, so that's something to take into account. If it's very sunny, you might need to pull the blinds. do more lighting, you might need to move and use a different computer or a different setup to get it to a spot that doesn't have so much external light that you have to compete with. Or, you know, facing a window is a very easy way to get the lighting. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of those. You can see that here. Okay, so see, you know, it's simple. You know, you can just start with your camera, your phone. You know that it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You just got to do it. And staying on a schedule is something we want to talk about as well, because that's really going to help you do it. And planning, you're going to want to plan, and you want to have a strategy for that. And that's my number 3 that I want to talk to you about, and what you can share. So you might want to sit down and take some notes about what you want to cover each time. And some people plan out their videos days, weeks, months ahead. I am right now, I was doing that. And right now, right now, I am planning the day ahead or that day. Then I'm doing the video. Then I'm editing. And the next day, then I put it up on YouTube, and I do some marketing of that, that one video. So right now, I've stopped batching, and I've just started doing kind of one at a time. And I've really been enjoying that. Sometimes when you batch, you can get a little burned out. So maybe later again, I will do some more batching, and that'll be great. And then I will do it this way, something. You know, you gotta change it up. It can get a little monotonous. Okay, so that's what we're gonna talk about now, strategy. So what you wanna talk about. I've got three ideas for you, so write these down. Info about your industry, social media management. What can I tell you about that? What can I share with you about my industry? Maybe something that's newsworthy, like Google is going to court, and they are going to be up against people that think they've gotten too big, they've monopolized, and they are going to review the way they're running their company and see if they think some things need to be adjusted. So that's what's going on currently in my industry. That's some news that I can share with you. Okay, so that's number 1. A second one, maybe a review or some social proof or testimonials that you can provide. And while I'm not going to pop anybody on here right now or present anything as an image, I can tell you I'm working with a client who has not been on social media for his business at all. And we've made some remarkable results in just 3-4 months, where he's starting to get more people calling him, more people emailing him, more people coming into his store. It's working. And that's all you want, right? You want to put your name out there. You want to do it consistently, professionally, and you want to lead people to you, because again, that's why we're here, right? Keep saying it over and over. But it's working. It works for a lot of people, and that's why we recommend it. And number 3, talk more about my business particularly. I've talked about the industry. I've talked about how my type of business helps my clients, but I could talk to you a little bit about maybe how I run my business, how my day goes, maybe the equipment, the tools that I use. And when I say tools, I mean, electronic tools. You all know I'm using a computer. You all know I'm using a phone and a tablet and a camera and those kinds of things, but I also use a lot of software platforms. I could talk to you about that. And you all know that I use Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and those types of things, but I also use other types of equipment behind the scenes that maybe you're not familiar with. might be interesting for you to know about. I use Zoom, and now everybody kind of uses Zoom, but I'm actually recording this video on Zoom now because I like the way Zoom handles a video compared to some of the other types of software that I've had. I like this one better. Now you can see, I think that the light has changed. And I could stop. I'll just keep recording, and I'm gonna close one of these blinds. Oh, see? These are things you have to tinker with. So I think it's gotten even darker. So we're gonna raise it up again. Okay, that actually took about 20 minutes because one of our blinds is not working as expected. So right now is a good time to tell you about the editing software I use, iMovie. That's fantastic. It just came with my Mac, and that's still where I'm at. I find that it covers pretty much everything I need it to do. It can be pretty extensive if you learn some more things that it offers, and maybe you're creative with some areas. I'm fine with it, so I use that. And I will get rid of some of that, and you'll never know. Okay, so those are 3 things that you can talk about. Your industry, maybe like industry news. You talk about reviews. You can talk about stories that people have accomplished with your service, with your product. And then the third one, talk about your business in general, and maybe the equipment that you use, maybe the schedule that you hold, maybe the times of the year that you work, or how long a project takes. Okay, there's a lot of great things you can talk about. It's endless. You can make video after video. So now I per my plan, right, I have it listed to ask you to subscribe again. If you're enjoying this, if you're following along and getting some value out of it, I ask that you subscribe because they're only going to get better, right? Comment. Tell us how your videos are going. And then I have a little section for you to round it up. And I kind of just told you what we've talked about. And one of the things that has really helped me, we talked about being nervous, is planning. And I think planning has really made a difference for my video confidence. Who can come on here and just wing it? I guess some people, but that's probably going to be more of a video about my day, which I could probably wing that and do some editing and it would look fine. I also found that setup beforehand, which I'm kind of all set up anyway all the time, doing some hair and makeup. You like the flower? Hey, it's kind of pretty, so that's fun. And it gives you more confidence, right? So there's 2 things. And then filming it and just going for it. Because the more of these videos you get under your belt, the better. So again, I mentioned maybe even just ticking it off on a calendar, 1, 2, 3, 4, and count it up. We're aiming for 35 videos. And we'll see how things are going at that point. And analyzing that type of, analyzing what's going on with the channel at 35. And editing, love editing. So if you haven't figured out editing yet, please look into that, and we'll talk more about that in the future and do some tutorials. And then putting it up and optimizing it. These are all the steps that, that I've taken that gives you more confidence in doing your actual videos. So I'm supposed to do my fun send-off, right? And I think I will talk more about personal stuff. Okay, so the light had changed, and I ran around real quick and closed things so that I can get an idea of how things work with the equipment that I have. And I have literally a foot from me is 2 lights. Oh, look at that. What do you do? Okay, so that has helped. And with some editing, I can get rid of, did you notice these are closed now? I ran around and did some closing and adjusting of the lighting. but that's no reason not to do your video. We're going to venture into some different areas next time. I don't even know what we're going to talk about next time, but something to get your videos moving again. I wanted to do my fun send-off and talk a little bit about my personal life. I'm doing allergy shots. Has anybody done those? I have just started this week. I'm basically allergic to the earth, so I'm going to do the accelerated version, which is twice a week. So I'll keep you posted and let you know how that goes. It might take 3 or 4 months. Okay, all right, I'm following my plan, so make sure you comment, subscribe, all those fun things so we can spend our video time together and move ahead. Okay, thanks. Have a great day. Bye. That's why we're here, right? That's why we're here, right? Okay, so now I wanted to mention, see, I can just take a break. It's nice. We mentioned that earlier. Okay, so I ask you to subscribe. You know, so I ask you to, see now the lighting has changed again. This lighting in here can't compete. And maybe I will just, I can edit this out. I can, oops. But I don't know why. That should be okay. Maybe it's this behind me.